And what we've got here today is a new to me Apple IIGS. This is a ROM 1 vintage. So not the earliest, but not the newest. And we've got to do a quick couple of upgrades to it, just for protection's sake. And then we'll have a few modifications for doing some upgrades and expansions, probably later in maybe the next video. So today what we're going to do is I've already taken out the power supply and taken the lid off, because that's pretty hard to remove. You got to really pry up on it to get it off. What we're going to do is we're going to replace this quote-unquote RIFA cap. It's got a crack right through here. So we've got the, from our buddies at Amazon, we've got the polyester replacements, and we need a 0.01 right there. So we're going to replace that. The other thing we're going to do is, if I can get the lid off, we're going to replace the backup battery, or the CMOS battery, or the pram battery, whatever you guys call it in Apple talk world. Apple speak. I've already removed it. It was a soldered in 3-volt lithium. What we're going to do is replace it with a battery holder that holds two AAA batteries. We're just going to Velcro it right to there. And then run the wires. We'll just solder them right to the top. And then I'll put two AAA Energizer lithium batteries in there. I forgot to get the batteries when I was out at the store the other day, but they're a lot cheaper than most of the other options for this. Batteries Plus sells like a replacement with this, with the leads, for like $9, $10. Or, you know, there's some from some of the online places, but, you know, sometimes I just get tired of ordering stuff online. It just takes too long to get. So this is the way to go. I'd ordered some stuff from Amazon anyway, like the capacitors. I ordered a couple of these at the same time. And yeah, we're gonna do that. So let me warm up the soldering iron, and we'll clip off these extra leads, and we'll just solder them right to the top. We don't need to go into desoldering things on this one. The other capacitor we will desolder. I'll have to remove the circuit board from the power supply's chassis, and then we'll use the desoldering gun, pull it out, and replace it. So let me get working on that. I'll be right back. Hopefully you can see right there, we've got the red connected to the plus side, black connected to the minus side. We're going to clean this little area right here next to the circuit board, so it's under the power supply. When we put the power supply back in, let me grab a Kim wipe and some isopropyl. And then peel the backing off the Velcro. Set it right next to it. There we go. And we can tuck this down under here. Done. Okay, folks, all the desoldering gun is warming up. We've got the power supply here. You have to remove 4 screws on this version of the power supply. It's a 6990126. There's different revisions of them though. I've seen other people do this online, and they've had more or less screws to deal with. But basically there's 1 screw here, 1 screw back in this corner, and then you have to undo the 2 screws that hold in this heatsink bracket. And you just want to be careful because the nuts are like glued on with that red epoxy, similar to what they use to hold, to keep the screws from turning. So if you do it gently enough, they'll stay in place so that when you put the screws back in, you won't have to try to reach with a tweezer and put the screws back in. And you will have to loosen this because you can see it's like it goes in the cutout here. At least I hope you can see. Yeah. And it goes through this cutout. That's the hardest part. Now all we're going to do is we're going to leave all the wires connected, tip it upside down, and what we're going for is this solder point and this solder point, and then this will come out. May take a little working. They bent over the lead on this side, but we'll get it with a combination of the desoldering gun, and we'll heat it up and pull it out with the regular soldering iron. So let's give that a shot and see how far we can go without needing any other tools. And okay, I think it's down here that it's coming through. Yeah. Okay, we'll try that. I'm gonna need a little help. Wow. Okay, we got that side. It's going to a thick plane, so it's going to take a little more heat than normal to get it to go. But just be careful. And we're trying to straighten the pin as we pull it out. Should be coming. Come on. There we go. Now, one thing I do like is Apple, or Aztec in this case, was thinking that, well, maybe those capacitors, they'll go bad and then someone will have to replace them. And they've actually put 2 holes, or multiple series of holes. You can see for this one on this side where there's not a component, it's for a different revision of the board, but they've actually drilled like 4 sets of holes, so you can use everything from a wider to a narrower capacitor in that spot. So let's see. So what we got. These are polyester or polystyrene capacitors, safety capacitors they're called. I think this whole box of 77 different sizes, or less than less than $10. So I'll have enough to work on a bunch of power supplies over the coming years. We're going to go in the narrower hole. Look at that. Perfect. Soldering iron. Clean the tip. We'll even fill in the hole. And that's it. Happy capacitors. Mean no smoke when I play with my Apple. Okay, we'll put this back together and come back. Okay, folks, we're over here on my regular desk where I have my normal computers and a retro computer that I'm either testing or using. And we've got the power supply ready to go back in. We got our Energizer lithium AA batteries, actually AAA batteries, in their little holder. We're gonna swing the power supply back in and we're gonna plug it in. We're gonna make sure everything works. So here we go. It's locked in. Batteries are down underneath, no problem. And I'm going to plug the power cord in. And here we go. No problem so far. Power supply is working. There's no smoke. So let's bring up the control panel. Oops. There we go. And we'll change something here. We'll change the color. We'll change the text color. Do light blue. I'll hit save. And then quit. Quit. Okay, so now this text here is blue. The Bitsy Buy text is blue. Light blue on the blue background. So now if we turn off, if the battery's not working, when we reboot it, the text will go back to white. Okay. And there we go. Blue text on the blue background. So that looks like that's working. The power supply is working. And I know some purists will say, well, why did you replace the batteries with the 2 AAA battery pack? You know, you could order online the battery from Amazon or from any number of places, Mouser, DigiKey, you know, Newark. Well, first of all, you know, those batteries are $10 or $12, plus you got to pay shipping. Then you have to cut it in and solder it in every time the battery goes bad. This way, number one, once the holder's installed, it's, you know, it's there forever, unless the plastic physically cracks. Second of all, those batteries, those AAA batteries, you can buy those lithium AAA batteries everywhere. They sell them at Target, they sell them at Walmart, they sell them at... I bought those at Lowe's. Anywhere that sells Energizer brand batteries, pretty much has those in stock. They come in a 4-pack, just like that. It's about, at Lowe's, they run around $15 for 4. So you're not even talking $4 a battery. You need $8 worth of batteries. And I think I got a pack of 4 of those holders for about $5 on Amazon. So I can do 4 more computers. And it replaces this one. This is the battery that was in there, the Varta 3-volt lithium battery. And you can see I just cut the ends off. So that's it for this time. I've got some other enhancements coming for this computer that we'll do in another video. And thanks for watching. Remember to subscribe, like, all the other YouTube stuff. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.